Hey team, and happy Monday. You guys survived a second week of being journalists here at Exchangers. And this week you're picking one single pitch to run with for the next 8 weeks. So I have a bit of last minute advice to help you as you process that decision. First of all, think about lenses. So here's what I mean by that. When you put on a pair of lenses, it causes you to see something differently, right? And when we're talking in terms of like journalism, research, and writing, the lens that I'm referring to is who are you going to speak to? What kinds of experts? And speak to is more theoretical because it has more to do with research. But what kind of experts are you going to have to speak to in order to find out more about your topic? Are they going to be environmental scientists? Are they going to be politicians, lawyers, artists? What other kind of people? We could say, like veterans or psychologists, medical doctors, or chemists, and think about those experts, and if that's really the fields that you would like to get into and spend time in for the next 8 weeks. Just going back really quick to this idea of lenses and seeing the world a certain way, you're going to need to gather multiple perspectives and angles when you start to help readers look at your issue and solution and just your argument as a whole. So think about what those different lenses or perspectives are, who those different experts are, and again, just decide if that's really the field that you want to be hanging out in. Next, I want you to think about scale or size, the size of your argument. I'm sure right now it might seem like a lot to know that you're going to write an article for our magazine that's about 8 to 12 pages. But at the end of the day, it's only 8 to 12 pages. There's, anywhere between 10 to 15 sources, and you have about 8 weeks, not only to write it, which is a shorter process, but to refine it for publishing. So think about how much you can really accomplish in that time and try to get your argument to be the right size. Some research questions or topics are a paragraph long. Sometimes you ask a question, you can Google the answer and find it in a sentence. But then, like I said, others are a paragraph, others are a few paragraphs, others are about a short article length, long article, a chapter in a book itself, and other topics require a whole section of a library to even begin to answer it. So look at your own topic and ask yourself, is this more of a book length topic? And if it is, decide, okay, what chapter do I want to take on? What chapter do I really want to focus on? You might mention or work on, really small parts of that argument and really large, broader implications of that argument that allude to the library of ideas. But you're only getting the chance and you only have the time and resources to write about a chapter's length. So don't get too far ahead of yourselves. In the past, I've had many journalists who think, oh no, 8 to 12 page article, I have to have a giant topic so that I don't run out of things to say. But the goal here is really to take a smaller article and grow it with depth, details, more evidence, more persuasion, rather than just to add and add and add content and do kind of a survey or go in more in terms of breadth of the issue. So be thinking about the size of your topic as you go about the next couple of steps for this week, specifically as you write your stasis summary. And you guys are always welcome to ask me questions along the way. Just shoot me an email. You can stop by too during my office hours.